You could watch 1,000 videos on business and entrepreneurship, but if you don't know the things I'll be teaching you in this video, I guarantee you that you will never be able to build a profitable and sustainable business. All the so-called YouTubers in this arena will make 100 videos on how to build a business, but I can tell you for sure that if you know about these things, you'll know more about business than you can by watching 1,000 videos in this realm. All the practical knowledge I've gathered in the last 10 years, I'm going to sum up in this video. The most important pillars of business that will make you so ahead of others who are starting out now. I will not do flashy edits in this video because the video is not for entertainment. You need to take a pen and paper and write down things and think on the subjects, because right now I'll be sharing the best pieces of advice that will change your life. Let's not waste more time. First, you don't need money to start a profitable business. You don't need stacks of cash or a huge bank balance to start your venture. The truth is, your most valuable asset isn't money, it's your mind. I'm giving you an example. Let's say you want to start a website for selling t-shirts. So what you should do, ditch the big launch. This approach throws out the idea of needing a ton of upfront capital for things like a stocked office or a big marketing campaign. Instead, you prioritize getting a website up and running quickly, even if it's basic. Test the waters. The website acts as a way to gauge customer interest without a huge investment. By putting up pictures of your product or service, you can see if people are clicking and showing buying intent. This is a much cheaper way to test the market than traditional methods. Fail fast, fail cheap. The beauty of this approach is that if your initial idea flops, you haven't sunk a ton of money into it. You can learn from what went wrong, adjust your website, or move on to a new idea quickly. Focus on revenue, not expenses. The core principle here is to prioritize making sales from the very beginning. This means building a website that converts visitors into customers, not just a website that looks pretty. Minimize risk, maximize opportunity. By starting small and focusing on validation, you significantly reduce the financial risk of your venture. This frees you up to experiment with different ideas and potentially discover hidden gems. Even if you don't want to start an online business, still you can do this. I have built my interior designing firm without any big investment. Now it has turned it into a huge business. You just need the intent. Everything else will fall in place. Second, marketing is the key to business. Let me elaborate on this point with another example. Imagine you bake the most incredible cookies on the planet. But here's the problem. Your friends are the only ones who know. That's where marketing comes in. It's not just about shoving ads down people's throats. It's about spreading the word about your amazing cookies in a way that makes everyone want to bite. Marketing is like the super cool friend who gets everyone talking. They tell everyone about your cookies at parties, post drool-worthy pics on social media with funny captions, and maybe even convince a local bakery to stock them. Suddenly, people are lining up for your cookies. Here's the magic. Marketing makes your cookies famous. You can create a story around them. Maybe your grandma's secret recipe, or the fact that you use the freshest, most outrageously priced chocolate chips. Partner with local influencers who love sweet treats to show off your cookies on their feeds. This makes your cookies sound legendary and gets people curious. Marketing builds a fan club for your cookies. Social media is your playground. Run contests where people design their dream cookie or share pics of their cookie creations. This makes people feel like they're part of something special, and they'll be more likely to brag about your cookies to everyone they know. Think about your favorite sneaker brand. Their commercials probably aren't just a boring list of features, right? They're all about the feeling you get when you rock those fresh kicks. They might show you a crew of friends conquering a skate park or a musician hitting the stage with confidence. That emotional connection is what makes their marketing magic. Nowadays, marketing is like having a superpower. With a little social media know-how, you can target exactly the kind of people who would go nuts for your cookies. Imagine showing mouth-watering pictures of your cookies to people who love browsing, baking hashtags. Plus, you can track how well your marketing is doing and adjust your strategy on the fly. It's all about making sure those incredible cookies don't stay hidden in your kitchen window any longer. Sell the need, not the product. Steve Jobs' launch of the iPod in 2001 perfectly exemplifies the concept of selling the need, not the product. When he introduced the iPods, Jobs didn't bombard the audience with technical specs. He started by addressing the frustration of carrying bulky MP3 players with limited storage and clunky interfaces. Instead, he offered a solution: 1,000 songs in your pocket. This wasn't just about storage, it was about the freedom to carry your entire music library and enjoy any song at any time. The iPod wasn't just a music player, it was a lifestyle accessory. Jobs understood the emotional power of music and how the iPod could empower users to create their ideal soundtrack for any situation. Apple sold the need for a hassle-free, personalized music experience. That's the point. If you want to go far in business or build a brand, you can only do so by understanding this fundamental thing. Imagine you're meeting a friend for coffee. You wouldn't just blurt out, "Hey, gotta sell you this new toaster." Instead, you'd chat and see how their day is going. Maybe they mention burnt toast every morning. That's the need. Then you can casually say, "Speaking of toast, have you seen this new toaster that practically makes itself? It might save your mornings." That's selling the solution, not the product. Here's the breakdown. Forget features. Focus on frustrations. People don't care if a gadget has a thingy. They care if that thingy fixes their messy yard work. Be a problem solver, not a pitchman. Listen to their woes. Is a student swamped with homework? Your planner app might be a lifesaver. Benefits beat bragging. Don't just say your headphones are loud. Say they block out noisy roommates for ultimate peace. You're their sidekick, not a salesperson. They're on a quest for a less stressful life, and your product is the tool that helps them conquer it. Basically, talk to people like people, understand what bugs them, and show how your stuff makes their life a breeze. That's how you win them over, not with salesy speech. I've given you a pretty idea on how to start a business with no money and scale it. Now here's a homework for you. You have to think about any other business idea and write, how can you start that business with zero investment and scale it to a big level? When you'll do so, you will start thinking like an entrepreneur. Meet you in the next video. Over and out.